guys will look at your rendering and you'll be like, oh, why is my rendering not looking so good? Why is it looking so bad? So I'm going to be explaining to you guys the things you really need to know to make your render look so perfect, like to look like a professional rendering. You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, so I'm going to be sharing this with you, and that is just it. So one, I think you guys are actually overthinking it. Like, you just be like, oh, why is this thing not really so good? And that is actually what is fucking you up, because the moment your mind thinks it's not so good, it is actually not so good. Oh, a lot of you guys will just think you just really need to go to the system and rendering. Why? That is not what you really need to know. You really need to give little details to the things you really need to know. You need to know about color harmony. You need to know about how to model. You need to know about a lot of things. So I'm gonna be sharing these things with you, and I hope you guys get one or two things from this. So one, I believe you guys should know what modeling is. Modeling is actually part of what gives the beauty to your rendering, not just the rendering engine or whatever you're using to render. Like, you really need to give 99.9999% of your time to modeling. Like, make sure you're modeling with the perfect scale. Like, if the thing is 1.2 by 1.2, make sure it is 1.2 by 1.2, because scale actually gives the eye to see what you're doing. Like, that is just it. So make sure you're giving time to what you model, and that is it. So a lot of you guys are just so looking at, like, I don't have a good system. You always have something to blame, and you'll be like, oh, my system is not actually good to render. Like, I don't know whatever your reason to render. Like, you always think, okay, I'm rendering and the thing is not just coming out. No, that is not what is giving you the problem. The problem is you are not just learning the things you need to know, like the prerequisite things you need to know. So I want you to know that your system is not the issue. Your monitor is not the issue. Like, your monitor is not giving you a bad color correction or whatever you want to call it. So I want you guys to believe. Like, stop thinking. Stop thinking the system is this is what is giving you the problem. No, that is not what is giving you the problem. You're the one giving yourself the problem. So 3, I'm gonna be telling you guys to make sure that you learn about photorealism. Like, your photo, your image, or whatever you want to call it, really needs to look so good. Not perfect, not 99.999% perfect, but it should be like real. It should be real. Not only if you want to make a cartoon thing, like you're making a cartoon thing, then that is when you can try to make it look so real. But if you're not making cartoon, like, just make it look so real. So if you're making a kind of a residential rendering, you're making a building, you're making things that is real, you need to make your materials and all those things look so real. So let's talk about HDRI image, which is what actually sets the environment of whatever you're modeling or whatever you're rendering. So a lot of you guys will think you're just rendering and modeling and doing all of those things without knowing that slightest light on your object or on your model actually gives it gives the strength to it. It gives strength to whatever you're modeling. So that is just it. I believe a lot of you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So what else do I think actually makes you not to think what you're doing is good? I believe a lot of you guys are not just on the path of coming down and rendering whatever you want to render. Like you're just working towards the result. Like, the result is just what is in your mind, and you'll be like, I just want to render. No, think, visualize, understand, look deep into whatever you want to render. Like, you want to render a scene, look at the little details you need to give to it out, and then just get to do it. So let me add this to whatever you need to know, and there's actually a basic thing. A lot of you guys just keep learning and learning and learning and learning and learning and learning until you keep learning to the end of the learning thing. Like, just pick one thing and know it. Like, know it to the core. You have the Blender guru, you have the Revit girl, you have a lot of people like that. They are basically focusing on one thing, and they are so good at doing it. So that is what you should do. Like, if you're basically gonna be rendering with VRay, Revit, SketchUp, Lumion, no, whatever, tons of things out there that you guys really need to learn and stick with. Stop jumping and jumping like the monkey on the tree. Like, so that is it. So this video is just so short that you guys just really need to understand. Well, I understand why, just sharing this with you. So it's gonna be a voiceover thing. If you guys will be like, I want to see. So you're gonna be seeing a bunch of tutorials, and I want you guys to actually make sure you're responding. Like, subscribe to the channel. It takes you nothing to subscribe to the channel. So subscribe to the channel, like this video, so that it gives to people who really want to learn how to render. Like, I make use of VRay For Revit. I make use of VRay, anything that has to do with rendering. So I love you guys soon. Like, smash the like button and then subscribe to the channel, because you're gonna be notified whenever I post latest tutorials. So I'm gonna be seeing you guys so soon. Like, love you guys. Love you guys.